So if you guys are ready, you can go ahead and deafen, and I'll give you your final ready checks. Oh, okay, they deafened. Let's go ahead.
Why does it make a difference? Notifications.
Oh, yeah, those are new sounds. What? Ah, goddamn. I was not prepared for this.
That's such a weird sound.
Anyway, here's our card.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, Hugh.
So yeah, looking at our general goals, we've got 7 gifts, 3 cherries, 2 bosses in 4 games, 4 levels in 5 games, and role player. And our very hard games goals for this are going to be Onion Delivery Gold Disc and Paint Chase 350 points. So
Onion Delivery sounds scary. I wouldn't touch that.
You just deliver some onions. How bad can it be?
Deliver onions while being killed by an onion.
Oh, and Sabera was just asking about the Blue Beak Trial 4 while we were setting up the room, and there it is on the, I was about to say, there's some good synergy on the center row here. You've got Grimstone reach level 4 and in the same row as Role Player. You've got Onion Delivery in that line as well, which also has synergy with the line above in Gold Disc. Well, let's see where we're going. Okay, so we are seeing a Cyber Owls boot up for Sabera. And the Big Bell Race for Flebmeb. So we're looking to beat Chicago for that top center tile. And we're looking to complete a full lap in reverse and win on 4 separate tracks. So this is a pretty long-winded goal for Flebmeb to start off with. 4 courses takes a little while to get through. And it does grant some synergy towards the levels general with the 4 levels in games on this cart. So that will get you exactly that far enough. I mean,
maybe they've got a good line in mind.
Yeah, like the top line's not bad. You at that point you could just play through the rest of Big Bell Race for Cherry Disc. The problem is it's going to be blocked very shortly. Chicago is a fairly quick level, not the quickest one in Cyber Owls, but it takes about 2 minutes, which is about the time it takes to do 2 courses in Big Bell Race.
I wish I knew the strat that he was doing in the outside section. I only beat this game like 2 days ago, so I gotta use that. It looked really good.
Okay, and that was a win for Big Bell Race, which means that is going to be 1 gift popping up for Flebmeb. Looks like Flebmeb is doing the reverse lap immediately. Generally, the recommended strat in the resource doc is going to be to do the lap at the end, just in case things go badly, which this course 2 is going badly. Yeah, just got kind of had a hard time getting through the shortcut gap, and then got caught up in a scrappy fight there. So has a couple of laps to make up now.
Save the time. At least it's not on one of those straightforward courses. Could have been harder to catch up in that case.
Yeah, like course 3 in particular is pretty hard to catch up if you fall behind. This is still like he can still catch up here, but he's got to get through that gap a little cleaner and also not take a death here. Oh, that's I don't think he can win this race now.
Nah, 2 laps behind. It's not happening.
Yeah, something disastrous would have to happen to both the orange and the yellow racers. And that also eliminates the option of going for Cherry Disc here. Because Cherry Disc does demand that you get first place in every course. So we are going to... Yep, that's Chicago done for Cyber Owls. No real general progress to speak of. But yeah, okay, it looks like we're gonna go.
Looks like going for a quick gift.
Gonna go into Moscow, probably just lose immediately. Yeah, we're just looking for the Cyber Owl's gift here. And Flebmeb is again doing the backwards lap immediately. And on course 3, like this course is pretty tight because the lines are not very complicated, so the CPUs actually take fairly efficient lines. So it can be hard to make up
taking a death.
And yeah, see that's you can't play too aggressively like into a power up like that. That's yeah, gonna cause problems. And now like this doesn't look like a huge gap. There's just, like a lap and a half to catch up. But again, with the CPUs taking fairly efficient lines in course 3, that can actually be a pretty hard difference to make up. Maybe okay, no, the mines are fading just before the blue player gets there. He really needs he needs the blue racer to die here. And it doesn't look like the blue racer is going to run into any problems here. He's gonna have to take matters into his own hands and play aggressively on this, and try and kill this. But he just lets him finish. So no, that's another course not done. And yeah, this is. I'm feeling. Oh, failed on the Get Me Out game. Can still do another one, but yeah, unfortunate for Sabera there.
Yeah, just do it with Huxley. Pretty easy.
Okay, reverse lap flown for course 4. Ooh, Flebmeb is not doing checkpoint abuse, which is going to making up for that lost lap a little more difficult. Any course that has a figure 8 system in the Big Bell Race has checkpoints you can abuse to take a shorter than intended route. If you use that, it makes this goal very easy on those courses. If not, then it's a bit of a struggle. That said, so far... How many
courses are there that you can do that on?
Anything with a figure 8, so there's 3. It's courses 4, 4, 6, 8, I believe are the numbers.
Oh, okay.
8 is not great. It's a very minor boost. You just get to fly it as like a full circle instead of without doing the figure 8 changeover. And yeah, see, without this checkpoint abuse, I don't know that Flebmeb's going to make it. The white racer here has not had much trouble at all, and yeah, that's going to be another failed course. So far, we've only gotten course 1. And yeah, this is why the resource dock suggests doing your reverse lap at the end of the race, because then you're not wasting your time on it if you don't like if the race goes poorly and you can't fit in a reverse lap before the end of the race. You don't waste time doing a reverse lap for no reason.
Looks like Sabera had trouble with the rescue minigame in Cyber Owls.
Yeah, I think I don't think she got it. I believe she left before doing that. So we're over to Minnie and Max for returning a stolen termite egg to the outlet. Interesting, we are holding this Cyber Owl square. This is really risky to be doing. But yeah,
I forgot.
Flebmeb, that's another failed course. Yeah, he is 6 courses in, and he only has 1 course done. Like at this point, he would need to just nail it on all remaining courses here. And that was not a reverse lap that he just did.
Yeah, accidentally did just a skipped lap.
Yeah, he accidentally did the checkpoint abuse on this track. And he didn't
died right at the end.
Yeah, that didn't count. He can't without the checkpoint abuse, he can't do that now. He didn't finish that reverse lap.
Did it the second time, and it still counts as checkpoint abuse.
Yeah, that's with the way the checkpoints are actually oriented, you get a lap credit here if you fly the figure 8 in reverse, because the checkpoints in order are that horizontal choke point that you drop down through right here, and then the vertical choke point right up here that you just passed through. So yeah, if you just fly a reverse figure 8, you actually happen to fly through the checkpoints in order. So that might actually let him squeeze in on this one if he can finish the rest of this course strong. Although yellow is very far ahead. And again, this is like This is one game where like I really recommend just learning the tech, because it is like one small piece of tech and it will make your life so much easier in Big Bell Race. And yeah, didn't make that one either. I don't even know that he's on track for gold disc. I haven't seen the overall standings.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
not that gold
Quite a
disc
lot of
matters
losses.
here. The general is for
Cherries.
cherries. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I know there was discussion about whether or not to about like making the change so that you don't have to win the course to count as a level cleared in Big Bell Race. Did that change go through? I can't remember. Because
I haven't heard about it, but I wouldn't know.
yeah, if that hasn't changed, he hasn't even made beat 4 levels in 5 games on this. It does count? Okay.
Oh, it does count now. Cool. So that will be levels at least.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, in that case he at least has 4 levels done. But yeah, he's only won race 1. And this course is not looking any better. This is a full lap he has to still make up, and he just took a death. Yeah, that did not happening. I think there's a little bit of sunk cost fallacy here, because, you know, we're still in the early game where there's tons of quick goals on the card. And this has been, okay, we're resetting. I kind of wish it would be a full pivot here. I don't think resetting is the way to go with how much of a struggle this has been. Like, this is gonna let Sabera just kind of have free reign for the early game. Well, Sabera, okay, yeah, is about to finish the egg. And it looks like she's going to hold this one as well. This is, yeah, I don't like how much she's holding here. It's gonna work out for her.
She's just
with
playing
she,
Euro
like,
50. It's not bingo anymore.
She's not gonna get punished for this because Flebmeb is just struggling against this against the Big Bell Race goal, which she's not looking at all. But I think we're looking for a gift now in Minion Max. Like, we're going to the big shiny stash here. Okay, that's course 1 done again. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be 70 shinies, which will get her most of the way to the 100 shinies needed for the gift. Alright, reverse lap done. And it is 11 minutes in, and no tiles have been marked, but Sabera definitely has 2 tiles done. Yeah, Flebmeb, I think, is playing way too aggressively when he's on low health. Like, especially with this where you essentially have to complete an entire extra lap compared to your opponents. You gotta make sure you are absolutely not getting yourself into any situations where you will take a death. Because I think with that death, again, I don't think he's going to be able to get this course. Alright, and I believe that was... I believe that was... Oh, okay, we're going into the Big Bell Race. Oh, this could be devastating for Flebmeb. If Sabera just first tries this and just snipes this, and he's been doing nothing for 12 minutes, like, that's...
Unless she holds it until he gets it.
Yeah, that is possible. Sabera is still holding all of her goals for some reason. I do not understand this. Like, you have no idea what your opponent's doing. You may just be giving up points for free. Again, she's lucky in that she's not. But this is like kind of a...
was a win on race 2, I think.
No, it was not.
Oh, I guess I saw the final standings, not the race one.
Okay, I think Flebmeb just finished the reverse lap, but took a death, and yeah. This is gonna be... Okay, no, Sabera was just going for gift. She was just going for gift, yeah.
Onion.
Going over to onion delivery.
You're gonna see day 3 on this one.
Yeah, probably looking to complete day 3. I not sure she's looking to get a gold disc here, but we could see that play.
If it works out, you might as well. Halfway there, by the time you get the goal.
Okay, this course 3 is actually going well for Flebmeb. Despite the early death immediately after doing the reverse lap, he is in the lead here. So I think this is going to be a second course done for Flebmeb.
That should be 2.
Just needs 2 more. So yeah, I think Sabera is looking for gifts here. You do get gift after day 2. I imagine likely the play here is going to be 3 days for that middle right tile, and then probably just pivot into more things where you can pick up gifts, because it looks like she's really focusing on those right now. Which is good, you know, pick up the goals that will give you general progress. So day 2 here on onion delivery. And I did, okay, is it zombies? Yeah, it's zombies.
Yeah.
Generally not too bad, just kind of hangs you up for a little bit, but yeah, as far as day 2...
Bell race isn't looking too bad.
Yeah, orange is a little far ahead. We gotta kind of gun it to catch up to orange.
You got a bit stuck there, so that's a good catch up. This might be it.
Oh, just needs to not take a death here. Okay, there we go. That's 3. That's 3. Yeah, we have it on 1, 3, and 4. 5 is really hard to pull this off on, though. They take lines. They take pretty good lines in 5. Oh, and getting hung up in the booster there. Okay, we were just going for gift. I'm surprised not going all the way to day 3. Like, it's just another minute at that point for this goal. And we're going to Rakshasa, beat the first stage, and the gift being just
do the 3 revives.
Doing 3 revives here.
Quick one.
Ooh, and that's a death on course 5. I don't think Flebmeb's going to be able to get this one. CPU's getting kind of stuck at this choke point.
Got a huge lead.
Yeah, no, this course 5 is not happening.
That's gift.
I know, I'm totally with you on this, Goose. I do not agree with this extremely aggressive holding. We are now up to what, like well, I think she's just been rushing gifts, so I think she still only has the 2. Oh, there we go. Finally marking Chicago 15 minutes later.
I am starting to think that she just forgot to mark things, and she's like looking over the grid while she switches games.
Yeah, course 6 is interesting in that you could just fly every lap backwards if you wanted, because the checkpoints will just let you do that. But yeah, it does make this course a little easier. We have the reverse lap in the bag already, and a comfortable, like, half-lap lead.
So the Campanella 3 strat is just to not play the game?
Not really. It's faster to 100% the levels. It's arguably easier to 0% them, but 100% is faster because the waves end as soon as the screen is clear. All right, there we go. I believe that is the goal done for Flebmeb, but he's not marking the tile.
Oh no, did he miscount? After all this effort.
Yeah, there's. I don't think unless I like missed something and like he didn't actually fly a reverse lap in course 3 or something. Like,
Yeah, it could be. I didn't see it myself.
well, he is in the lead after a reverse lap on 7, so yeah, maybe he's off on the count by
I
one.
think so
Maybe I'm
now.
off by the count on one. Either way, I think he's gonna get it on this course, and then surely we'll see a mark after that. Oh
At
god,
least the 7 gifts isn't going to get in his way after all this.
oh, taking a death there, but it full lap lead here. Like yeah, course 7 with that shortcut that the CPUs don't take. It's pretty easy to stay ahead
See?
here. Okay, I think he just did a 5th one.
Yeah. There you go. May have got an extra, but at least it's done.
And we're going
Oh
over to
boy.
Quibble Race.
Sponsored Quibble win the race while boosting a different one.
Oh, I hate this goal. I want this goal gone so badly.
That does sound miserable.
It's terrible. Sometimes you get it immediately. Oh, also, I don't think he's set. Did he not set to 2 rounds? Okay, Sabera immediately marking Campanella 3 bonus game, which is also a gift for that. Still not marking the minion max tile. And we're going over to Waldorf's Journey for Waldorf Cherry Disc, it looks like.
Harry. Ooh.
I mean, that is progress towards the top right corner as well.
Yeah. A little bit of double. Or just get the 50% and quit. Seeing how things have been going, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, not even going for the key that was right there, so probably just ignoring Cherry.
Yeah. Flebmeb is not setting the game to 2 rounds. You want to do this for anything that involves sponsored quibbles because it will guarantee that your sponsored quibble shows up in round 2 if you are to do that. Going for a full 6 round, I get, it does technically give you potential access to like golden cherry disc, but I think in this case you definitely like with how RNG. Oh, Super Q! We've got Super Q. Yeah, sponsor Super Q. Then train him up, and then you don't really care what happens here. You just move along until Super Q shows up in a race.
It's looking like a good Waldorf. It's being pretty friendly. Getting the chest, but only got 20 shells, so it'll be a bit of a challenge to get the rest of them.
Yeah, there's still time. We're not even halfway through. There's still plenty of time to gather shells. But yeah, you also want to find puffins if possible, because puffins give you 4 shells. Oh, okay, no, we were just going for gifts.
Thought so. Eyebrows. We're back in it, gonna get that rescue in the end.
Okay, I guess we're trying to hold for like a surprise bingo threat on the center column is the idea here, maybe? I still think this is really aggressive hold. Oh, nope, we're not. Okay, we're going to Quibble Race for gift.
Okay, sure. Looks like she knows what to do for this gift as well, so we could even go for the goal at the same time.
Yeah, I think that might be in the cards here. Shadow. Yeah, Shadow's a decent choice. Okay, weird little quirk about Quibble Race, by the way. If you leave the menu, before there's time for the speed value to tick up, the from training, it doesn't actually take. So Sabera only got like 2 points of speed there on Shadow with that training session
Oh, no.
instead of the full 5.
Better hope Shadow wins anyway. Okay, yeah, it's pretty free. Yep, gift. Easy.
And that is 7 gifts, so I'm gonna continue to hold. Okay, yeah, we're going for a blitz attack on the center column. That is absolutely what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're finally marking Minion Max.
I guess I'll keep track of Flebmeb's gifts as well, just in case he gets it.
Doubtful that will happen, but
Yeah.
we'll see where Flebmeb goes from here. We're going over to Disconia. Win a quick battle in column 2, row 2. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not going to do anything to block this this incoming bingo threat. Although Sabera is going to have a rough time with this goal. It looks like, I think she bought equipment in the starting town, which is gonna set you up really roughly for this goal. The armor available in Pleasant doesn't really give much defense. And if you sink your money into an armor and a gun, which Bull doesn't even need, he one-shots all of the mobs in the starting area without a weapon. Then you're not going to be able to afford the wool. I think it's the wool shirt in the in Santonio, which actually gives enough defense that everything only deals 1 damage. And with enemies dealing more than 1 damage, like, you could have a rough time. Gets lucky with no Hawks inflicting blind there. The Hawk Tua fight, as they call it, can be really rough for Bull.
Okay. You didn't have to say that.
Okay, and that is 1 level of progress towards role player for Sabera as well. And we're gonna leave and pivot over to the Devilish. Okay, we're just getting some progress into Grimstone saved, and then we're gonna go for Devilition here.
Okay.
So clear the screen of demons with at least 18 pieces remaining. This can be a little tricky. There's pretty much 1 wave where it's viable. Wave 4 gives you a massive refill. If you don't get it there, you're likely not getting it at all. To that end, I think the play here is probably just to leave these 2 demons alive for the 2 = 2 and move on. Just save the pieces. But it looks like Sabera's gonna try to go for the full clear here. Okay, just gonna get it down to 1, I believe. Meanwhile, in Disconia, yeah, there's some decent units. Like, we see a Spider, Golem. Yeah, this quick battle has some decent unit options. Ooh, this dragon doing a lot of damage, though. I And is Flebmeb aware of the projectile glitch? Oh wait, never mind. It looks like the enemy's out of crystals. Doesn't matter anyway. I'd really like to see some use of this spider here. The spider is quite powerful against enemies that still have a fair bit of HP. Especially if healing has been exhausted from the board. That said, the CPU there just wasting a turn, just shuffling the miner back and forth. Looks like we're going to go for a vampire. With a good angle on that fishman, I could have knocked it up into the golem for the kill. Though hitting it twice does give you more... Ooh, that was close. Almost pushing the vampire into the healing fountain. That would have been bad. Yeah, get some more healing off of the fishman there. And okay, losing... Oh, okay, no. Is not aware of the projectile glitch, so is actually almost going to lose the ogre there. But yeah, it's going to go ahead and go for the stun on this dragon. I think that's a good move to do here. Then vampire can finish it off, probably. I'm gonna go for the miner. I don't like that. The miner's not a threatening unit at all, whereas the dragon, even on low HP, can cause some problems. So I think I'd prefer to see the dragon killed here. Meanwhile, Sabera on to wave 3. Still, I think on a decent piece pace, though, like, this board is a little scattered, so it might be kind of tricky to clear this out efficiently enough. Miner goes down. It is just the 1 HP dragon remaining. There is a healing fountain up top, and we might see it try to top up, and it looks like... Oh, it's going to fog itself. Okay. Well, there we go. That's quick battle done. Which I think we might just see 7 gifts marked immediately, because Sabera might start be thinking, like, oh, maybe he's going for row 2. So I imagine if I'm Sabera here, I just mark 7 gifts now. We're going over to Paint Chase for, really, we're doing Paint Chase. That's the very hard. If you don't know all the perfects...
That's a big one.
If you don't know the perfects for this, you can expect to be playing about 15 levels, I would say. Like...
Yeah.
This is...
That's about what it would take me.
Considering, like, some of the... Okay, yeah, there we go, Sabera, just marking the 7 gifts. And I think... Okay... Pause, realizing maybe there's a problem here. Nope, gonna continue with Paint Chase. Which is pretty much just conceding the match at this point, assuming that Sabera can finish up this Demolition. This is a threat that Flebmeb needs to answer right now. He needs, like, if he wants to stay in this game, he has to pivot to Grimstone right now. It would also allow him to start building a diagonal threat from top left to bottom right, but it looks like he's committing to this Paint Chase, which is... assuming that Sabera can finish this, which, plenty of pieces, 14 pieces to play with here to get a full clear on this stage. Then, yeah, I think it's just going to be over from there because, Sabera already has 1 level of progress on this. But yeah, Paint Chase is a bit of an odd choice considering what's still available. Bug Hunter, 4 pit kills in 1 job. Extremely fast goal. You don't even have to be, particularly... well-versed in Bug Hunter, because it does not ask that you finish the job. You can just go in and focus solely on pushing things into pits, and that's all you gotta do. You know, it definitely feels like a lack of familiarity with a number of the games, considering what we've been seeing Flebmeb leaning towards. This board is getting a little crowded for Sabera. Only 5 more pieces left to use, and we still haven't done much about that top corner. Looking at it... I think we still have to hit the purple demon in the bottom right an extra time, and we also have to hit... that guy there. Okay, this frog will do. Yeah, right there. And I think that's clear. I think you just detonate from the cross in the bottom right. And I think that gets you the full clear.
Yeah. That should do it.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, unfortunately for Flebmeb, he is not looking like he's super familiar with very efficient paint chase routes. I don't even know that it's a win. But yeah, there we go. That's gonna be okay. That is barely a win. And Sabera's just gonna pivot back to Grimstone and finish getting to level 4. Flebmeb is not getting out of his chair. He is sticking with paint chase, which I don't think he's even gonna finish this goal before the game's over. Which, yeah, we're currently level...
I don't know a thing about Grimstone, but you gotta switch to it anyway at this point.
Yeah, Sabera, like, despite lacking the stronger equipment, is at level 3, so even if she takes some deaths here, just from not having the stronger armor, she, her getting to level 4 is an inevitability here. That said, the Hawk busting out the blind does hit through it, though.
Flebmeb even just failed that stage, I'm pretty sure, so...
Oh, yeah, no, that was...
even worse.
That was a failed stage for Flebmeb. Which, yeah, at the pace he's going at, I don't even know that he's gonna, like... It's gonna be questionable if he hits 350, even, like, playing through the entire game. You know, not to be too mean about it, but, like, there's definitely some question about that. We've had some pretty low-scoring rounds.
Especially this one. This level is being a big problem.
You gotta go hit the time stop, buddy. You gotta hit the time stop. Like, that's... I thought that was the plan. I thought that was the plan, was to, like, hold the time stop to the end of the round, and then it just got ignored. And yeah, I think... Okay, so we've quit out of Paint Chase. I mean, at this point, it's Grimstone. Grimstone is the play you have to make. Not that, you know, Sabera already has a lead, so not that he could stop this at this point. But, okay, yeah, no. If we're going into Bug Hunter. Okay, we are...
Just doing whatever.
Can this, you know, you can at least get more points on the board for, if you know, for tiebreaker records. This is a fast goal.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually 2 Bug Hunter goals. But it is a good job, so need to use the terminal code for that. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not going to let you get a push. That's going to be a stomp. Yeah, this pit position is not the greatest with that that raised tile to the right of it. There is a diagonal movement in the shop, though, which will make this quite a bit more doable. But we're shooting the ones that can be used for pushes, unfortunately, so that's not going to work super well. Pole's got 1 HP and a dream. Never mind, he's dead.
This Grimstone goal is certainly something. You just go out and Pokemon grind it, basically.
Yeah, unfortunately, Flebmeb again, stomping an enemy instead of pushing it. Can't do that from raised ground. And then shooting an enemy that is in position to be pushed into the pit. Like, just doesn't quite seem to have the right approach here. Oh, and Phaloris is going to make pushing stuff into pits even more awkward. There is Bombard in the shop. This is a very easy job win with Phaloris Bombard, but that is unfortunately not what we're after here. Two bandit fight for Sabera here is pretty good. Those give pretty good XP. Okay, we have picked up Shift, which is good for this goal. Kind of helps you reshape the land to make pushing into pits a little easier. And this might be level 4. Not okay, not quite. Oh, the double hawk though. This could be another wipe. Like if this hawk gets a blind, or we just see a miss. Okay, no blind proc. No miss. Okay, does get the kill there. Is that enough XP? That is. That's game.
Yep, level 4. There it is. That's rough.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Well played.
Thanks. I had a minute of staring at the bingo line and going like, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. But there's like a bunch of long stuff in there and I don't know what Fleb can do. So I took a little risk.
Yeah, you really held those tiles, huh? I'm not sure I would call that a little risk with holding
Yeah.
cyber owls for a full 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, all right. A lot of people in C2 do not like cyber owls that much, so I don't know. I don't know. It was probably not my best choice. I actually intended to mark it much sooner than I did, but I sort of forgot when I got frustrated with the game.
Oh yeah. Get me
I
out.
kind of
Or
thought that happened.
the escape game was kind of causing some problems there.
Yeah, I need to practice that because it's a real quick gift if you can do it consistently.
Yeah.
Were we contesting any of these goals?
No.
You hopped into Battle Race, but that's the only thing.
Yeah.
And Quibble, I guess.
Yeah, Flebmeb was on that big bell race goal for the first like 12 minutes of the match.
Oh, I feel bad now. I wasn't trying to be mean, I swear.
Fleb does still seem to be playing. Okay, wait, we've stopped moving? Nope, we're still going. I don't think he noticed the game's over.
He's having a good time.
That's fine. I think it's chill. You gotta enjoy what you enjoy.
Okay, you might have seen that now. Oh.
Okay, yeah, I think he hadn't noticed.
That's fair. Just locked in.
Yeah, okay, so I have to admit that Camp 3 mark was a little mean.
Wait, what do you mean?
So I went to Camp 3 for the gift, but it was also a square, and by marking it when I was still holding Mini and Max, I was like that was intentionally like directing attention away from the bingo line.
Oh, I mean that's
Oh,
fair. Although, yeah, again, I think still a pretty risky maneuver, but it worked out. You know, never punish.
Never punished.
I didn't know we had such big brain plays in C2.
C2 is messed up this season.
Misdirection going on.
I'm watching all these A-tier players playing mind games, and I'm kind of like, what does that look like if I do something like that instead of just marking every square as soon as I get it? Of course, I overdid it. I like really overplayed my hand here and just like didn't get punished for it, which like in fighting games that's called a bare. But yeah. Hi, Fleb.
So yeah, good game.
Yeah, unfortunate that Big Bell Race kind of gave you the runaround there, but did get on the board eventually.
Just gotta learn those checkpoint abusers.
Yeah, something just a little pointer I would like to offer is that Big Bell Race has pretty much exactly like one special bit of speedrun tech that you can utilize on any figure 8 track to dramatically shorten those tracks, and it'll really help with this goal. I believe details on that are in the resource doc. I would recommend checking it out at some point. But that Quibble race went pretty well for you. Anything else either of you would like to say before we wrap things up here?
GG, thanks for the game.
Yeah, GG.
All right, thanks for playing and giving us a match to watch. It's always a pleasure.
Yep, always fun. Thank you.
All right, take care, y'all.